Hurmatli prezidentimiz mana O'zbekistonni IT hubga aylantirish bo'yicha juda katta strategiyani boshlaganlar. Endi uni orqasidan mana ko'z tegmasin yurtimiz o'ziga xos xalqaro tadbirlar aylanadigan makonga aylanmoqda. Mana masalan oldinlari GSMA Eurasia kabi shunaqa katta tadbirlar uchun bizani xodimlar qaysidir chet elda davlatga qatnashadi. Hozir mana ko'rib turibsizlar, hamma shu chet elliklar O'zbekistonga, Samarqandga kelib shu tadbir o'tkazyapti. Bu albatta yurtimizga qo'shimcha baraka, chunki shuncha mehmon keladi. Shuncha mehmon kelgandan keyin shu yerdagi mehmonxonalar deymizmi, restoranlar boshqalarga qo'shimcha daromad bo'ladi. Buni hammasi o'zligini mablag'iga, o'zini puliga kelyapti. Ya'ni davlat tomonidan bularga bir kelishiga, boshqasiga bir ortiqcha xarajat qilingani, faqat shu prezidentimiz O'zbekistonni shu yaxshi mehmondo'st davlat sifatida, tinch davlat sifatida qilib berganlar natijasida shu kabi tadbirlar O'zbekistonga keladi. Va albatta buni orqasidan O'zbekiston o'ziga xos shu Yevrosiyo miqyosidagi telekommunikatsiya, raqamli texnologiyalar, sun'iy intellekt sohasida fikrlar almashadigan, ekspertlar munozaralar qiladigan bir nima deydi makonga aylanyapti va buning orqasidan bizlarni ham yoshlarimizga qo'shimcha keyinchalik ishchi o'rin yaratish masalasida qo'shimcha imkoniyatlar ochilishiga o'zini hissasini qo'shadi. Va boshqa hamkorlarni ham mana bugun ko'rdik. Imkoni boricha shu kabi tadbirlarni O'zbekistonga jalb qilish, O'zbekistonga olib kelish bo'yicha ishlayapmiz. Oxir oqibat maqsadimiz nima? Maqsadimiz shu yoshlarimizni yuqori daromadli ish o'rinlarini kengaytirish. Chunki telekommunikatsiya, IT kompaniyalarning orqasidan albatta yoshlarimiz chet tillarini o'rgansa, zamonaviy texnologiyalarni o'rgansa, ular yanada ko'proq shu o'zini yurtida yashab, masofadan turib xizmatlarni ko'rsatish imkoni. Telekommunikatsiya yo'nalishida albatta bizda hozir mana alohida O'zbekiston oxirgi yillarda telekommunikatsiya sohasini o'sish sur'atlari bo'yicha SNG davlatlari ichida yetakchilardan biri bo'lib kelmoqda. Bu yaratilgan sharoitlar tufayli va albatta bu bilan cheklanib qolishi yo'q. Hozir mana prezidentimizning alohida qarorlari bilan mustaqil regulyator tashkil qilindi va bozorni hozir yanada yaxshiroq qilish bo'yicha ishlar olib boryapti. Mana birinchisi ikkita davlat operatori bor edi, mana bittasi sotuvga qo'yildi. Va buning orqasidan qo'shimcha investitsiya keladi, yanada rivojlanish bo'ladi telekommunikatsiya bozorida va shu bilan birgalikda imkoni boricha uzoqroq hududlarda ham yuqori sifatli internet va yuqori sifatli xizmatlarni amalga oshirish. Endi bu faqat infrastruktura qismini gapirdik. Bundan tashqari buning orqasidan qo'shimcha mana davlat xizmatlari. Davlat xizmatlaridan ham imkoni boricha odamlar qaysidir davlat idorasiga bormasdan o'zligi qo'lidagi telefonidan olishga sharoit yaratish, bu infrastrukturadan tashqari davlat xizmatini yanada yaxshilash masalasida. Bunda ham Jahon bankining mana hisoboti bo'yicha GovTech Maturity Index'da O'zbekiston 9-o'ringa chiqdi dunyoda. Undan keyin albatta yoshlarimizda outsourcing orqali mana chet elda kompaniyalar kelyapti. Oyiga mana 70 dan oshiq kompaniya o'zining ofisini O'zbekistonda ochayapti. Bu ham O'zbekiston yoshlariga qo'shimcha o'rin yaratdi. Va keyingi yana katta yo'nalish bu startap ekotizimini rivojlantirish. Mana kuni kecha xalqaro startap link nashriyotida O'zbekiston yil davlati deb tan olindi. Ya'ni startap ekotizimini o'sish eng yuqori bo'lgan davlat bo'ldi dunyoda va shuning orqasidan yana yil davlati ham bo'ldi. Ya'ni bu degani mana prezidentimizga e'tibor bergan bo'lsangiz, alohida startap rivojlantirish bo'yicha qaror qabul qildilar. O'zlari IT parkga kelganda yosh startapchilar bilan uchrashdilar. Undan keyin yana Buxoroda startapchilar bilan uchrashdilar, Farg'onada uchrashdilar, Samarqandga borgan uchrashdilar. Ya'ni buni albatta effektini dunyo hamjamiyatidagi dunyoda ekspertlar ham ko'rishib, O'zbekistonni yil davlat sifatida tan olishdi. Va albatta bu kabi tadbirlar, bu kabi O'zbekiston nomini dunyoga tanib olsa ekanida, strategik kelgusida qo'shimcha imkoniyatlar ochib borishiga ishonchimiz komil.
Biggest obstacle slowing digital growth in the country today.
First of all, let's check the numbers. Uzbekistan has the highest growth rate in the ICT field among all former Soviet countries. So let's check the numbers. So we are leading the digital transformation in this area. In the GovTech Maturity Index, Uzbekistan ranked number 9 in the world. So it's also digital transformation. And yesterday, Startup Link published Global Startup Ecosystem Index 2026, where Uzbekistan was selected as the country of the year because we had the highest growth rate of the startup ecosystem. So the numbers shows that Uzbekistan is leading the way in digital transformation, in the growth of the telecom sector, in the growth of the government services. And of course, most important challenge we are facing is how to bring more of our youth to the better usage of the digital means to be able to earn for their living. So we are promoting the mass education among youth. We are implementing the 5 million AI leaders program. And we are promoting the foreign language education among youth as well. So if our youth are well motivated and learning more in foreign languages and the modern skills, I think this will be a real catalyst for the future, further increase in the pace of the development of the digital transformation of Uzbekistan.
Thank you.
During the opening remarks, it was mentioned that artificial intelligence is going to create more stronger experts. However, there is a risk of unemployment for public generation due to the financial risks that certain companies face. So how should Uzbekistan have a stance towards artificial intelligence in this regard?
Of course, artificial intelligence opens up both opportunities as well as there are threats coming. For the opportunities part, Uzbekistan is now offering the companies the very affordable, low-cost energy, green energy for artificial intelligence companies. We have created in Karakalpakstan the free economic zone for data centers. So what is artificial intelligence? It's not just LLM model, it is also the data center and the energy. So if those companies are really looking for the reliable compute and the energy source, they are welcome to Karakalpakstan to invest. And with the rise of artificial intelligence, there will be competition between those who know how to use artificial intelligence and who are not able to use it. So it's not just between the AI and the human, but humans who are able to use AI as well as the humans which are not able to use AI. Therefore, our president initiated very ambitious project, 5 million AI leaders. So we are motivating our youth to learn how to make right prompts on AI and how to use AI for their benefits so that in the future they will become more competitive. So already the first initial phase of this program, we have seen more than 1 million of our youth have completed it. And we have also signed an agreement with Coursera, mass education platform, to make sure that we have more and more opportunities for our young people to get Gen AI courses. And in this enrollment to the online courses of Coursera, Uzbekistan is ranking #1 in the world in terms of the share of active online learners to the workforce aged population. And particular very important things that during this March 8th, the International Women's Holiday, there was a report by Coursera where Uzbekistan was seen as a global leader because more than half of the all Gen AI course takers are the women, girls. So this is also a very important component because we are focusing not on creating just the digital transformation and on enabling the overall use, but we are focusing on inclusivity. And with the inclusivity, we focus on creating opportunities for girls and for people from the poor families, as well as the people with the disabilities.
Uzbekistan's tech sector is growing fast, but what's one challenge behind the scenes that people outside the industry don't really see?
Of course, the tech sector has shown tremendous high rates of growth. If you look just for the past 4 or 5 years, Uzbekistan is leading in terms of the ICT sector's growth in the CIS. But of course, for other people to join, they have to learn more foreign languages and they have to learn more new technologies so that all those foreign companies who are coming to Uzbekistan, they are looking for the highly specialized talent. So we have created enabling condition for companies to come to the offices. In 2017, we had just 4 companies with foreign capital, whereas now every month we see around 70 new companies with foreign capital opening the office in Uzbekistan. But the main thing is that they ask for young people who speak foreign languages and young people who are able to utilize the technology in their daily life. So this might be the main challenge. Therefore, we are focusing more on mass education. In parallel on the reforms in the education at all levels. So we increased the access to preschool level. In 2017, we had very limited access to preschool, the kindergartens. So now almost all parents are able to find the kindergarten opportunities for their kids. We connected all our schools with high-speed internet. We improved the capacity. We're improving the capacity of the teachers, and we increased the access to higher universities. In 2017, out of all graduates, only 9% were able to get the higher education. Now, all those who are willing to continue, this is almost half of the graduates are able to pursue the higher education. So the education component is the most important factor, and it's the most important challenge as well.
Can I ask the last question? If you meet again in 5 years at an event like this, what would you hope people are saying about Uzbekistan's digital future?
So I hope that Uzbekistan will achieve its targets. By 2030, we have set the target of having at least 5 billion USD experts, IT-enabled experts from Uzbekistan. Last year, we made this target of 1 billion already. So by 2030, it should be at least 5 billion. And we would like to have at least 300,000 new IT specialists working in this area. So if we meet after 5 years, we would be happy to report that we overachieved our targets.
If you don't mind, I will go first, I guess.
Sure.
GSMM brings together global tech leaders every year. What made Central Asia, especially Uzbekistan, Samarkand, the right place for you this year?
Well, I think it is our second year here in Uzbekistan. And I think sort of, that whole dynamic of the youthful energy, the innovation, and I think in particular, the policy choices that are really stimulating growth across Uzbekistan.
It was said in the opening remarks that artificial intelligence will be an even more stronger expert rather than produce their numbers. However, there is the risk of unemployment reaching artificial intelligence in the companies that are having financial concerns. So, how do you think Uzbekistan should reconcile this fact? And how should Uzbekistan place itself towards this artificial intelligence?
I think we see with every generation of technology challenges that come up. But I think when we see this technology here today, and I think we see it as a way to complement skills and build on people's strengths. So I think if we ignore it, we will fall behind. So I think Uzbekistan is taking the right path by making sure they're embracing AI, but making sure they're seizing it as an opportunity for the citizens of Uzbekistan.
Mr. John, many emerging economies face digital divide between urban.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you say again? I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Many emerging economies face digital divide between urban and rural populations. What concrete steps are needed to ensure digital transformation?
Yeah, I think it's really important that every citizen, whether they live in urban areas or rural areas, has access to connectivity. And I think across the region, we see a gap, but most of the people in the region that are not using mobile today are actually covered by mobile. So the challenges are often digital skills and sometimes affordability. So I think making sure that we're building up the ability of people to leverage and use technologies and also find innovative ways so they can afford access are key to making sure that everyone is a part of the digital economy.
And touching upon that answer you've just provided, which country in the region is setting the strongest example right now?
Well, I think here in Uzbekistan, we see great leadership in terms of being a front runner on 5G deployment, sort of the latest technologies coming to people. I think also we're seeing innovation here and elsewhere on partnerships with other technologies, such as satellite, so that in those areas that become not commercially sustainable to deploy infrastructure, we can see connectivity reaching people there. I think also important points have been made about the need to share infrastructure so that we're not doubling up on investment to make sure we can reach the most people across the country.
And what would you say is the biggest challenge scaling up in the region?
I mean, I think one of the biggest challenges in this region and every region is making sure that the skills are there to leverage the next generation of technologies. And that's why actually I'm very excited that we have this hackathon here today, because we're really looking at how we can develop the talent in the region so that Uzbekistan and other parts of Eurasia are seen as leaders in skills development.
From your perspective, what is one thing the global tech industry still misunderstands about this region?
I mean, I think that the global tech industry looks where there's opportunities. So I think the extent to which we continue to see investment in education, in skills development, I think the global tech community will start to see that and come. And I think we're already seeing that, particularly in some of the universities in Tashkent and elsewhere in the region.
M360 brings together global tech leaders every year. What made Central Asia and specifically Uzbekistan, Samarkand, the right place for this?
I think the sort of the excitement and the level of growth we're seeing coming throughout the region. I think here in Uzbekistan in particular, we see a large population. We see fast progress on deployment, and we see a lot of investment, not just in the infrastructure, but also in the services and the skills section. So I think it's right for us to be here with M360 and to make sure that we're leveraging the partnership and the leadership of the government of Uzbekistan in terms of the vision it's bringing to technology and connectivity.
And last question.
I also have one question. Mobile connectivity is often described as a foundation for digital news. And today, many countries in the Central Asia are discussing 5G. And what practical economic impact should governments expect from 5G adoption?
So I think it's fun. I think obviously Uzbekistan is leading in terms of 5G deployment, but I think it's very important that we not lose sight on the continued investment in 4G. We have a lot of 4G devices out there, and I think LTE is offering a huge amount of opportunity for citizens. So I think it's this complementary approach of making sure we offer investment both in the next generation of technology and continue to facilitate the growth of existing technologies.
And at the end of the day, what kind of partnership or outcomes would you say you're looking forward to?
I mean, for us, being able to convene here is about the opportunity for partnership between industry, between government and industry. And it's really fortunate that we have stakeholders from other countries here as well, particularly also other regulators and governments. So I think it's really an opportunity for us to identify ways for us to work together, because I think that progress cannot be achieved in isolation. It very much in today's world requires working together hand in hand.